You've been a leader on this issue, fighting back against the politicization of the FTC, and trying to protect what we call the independence of traditional independent agencies. Can you tell us, why does this matter why does it matter to you? Why are you so passionate about this issue? And why do you think it matters to the average family back in New Jersey, or for that matter, around the country?
Well, we're not an autocratic government, right? We have checks and balances, or the very idea that power cannot be accumulated in one body of government. And so Congress, in its wisdom, supported by presidents over the last century, since FDR, have said very basically, like, look, there are certain agencies that really do protect consumers, that protect our health and our safety, that protect us against fraud or great accumulations of economic power. But there's a lot of independent agencies that everybody in America should be really worried about now, that will be controlled by a sole president, especially, but not only, especially this president. Let me give you some examples. The Consumer Finance Protection Bureau, which has already stood up to Wall Street and gotten hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars back from consumers. There are health and safety ones. Here's one that really concerns me: the FEC, the Federal Election Commission. Think about this for a second, that instead of being an independent watchdog on campaign finance, calling balls and strikes on both parties, what is an FEC controlled by Donald Trump going to do, who is perhaps the worst election denier and corrupt election practices person we've seen in a long time?
Can I piggyback on what Senator Booker said, Amit, with another example that people should be very afraid about? It's the Federal Communications Commission, because we have seen in the last 15 months exactly what happens when leadership of these agencies, not just the minority commissioners, when all the commissioners get the message that you do what Donald Trump says or you lose your job. We see a Federal Communications Commission that is exercising its power in an unprecedented way to suppress political dissent and speech it does not like. And that is something that is corrosive to fundamental tenets of democracy. And I think it's something that we would not see and we have not seen in the past, absent this enormous accrual of power to the president, and a president who is willing to wield it to punish perceived enemies and reward allies.